In the last service at my church, we were given a message that has truly stayed with me. It tells what happened to the Israelites after they were freed from slavery. God asks Moses to send one man from each of the 12 tribes to explore the promised land, Canaan. When they arrived, they cut a single branch with a cluster of grapes so large that 2 men had to carry it on a pole. After exploring the land for 40 days, they returned saying it was an abundant country, a land flowing with milk and honey. But they also said something else. The people living there were powerful, their cities were large and fortified, and they had even seen giants, the descendants of Anak. And that is where the chaos begins. The people rebel against God. Only Joshua and Caleb trust him and say, "The land we passed through and explored is wonderful. If the Lord is pleased with us, he will lead us into that land and give it to us. Do not rebel against the Lord, and do not be afraid of the people of the land. They have no protection, but the Lord is with us." When I read this story, I think it was really that simple. Just trust the Lord. They would not have had to wander in the desert for 40 years. They would have been spared so much suffering. It seems easy to look back and say, if God was with them, why did they doubt the victory? And then I look at myself. I'm also afraid of the future. I see my own giants, debt, no steady income, my savings running out, and I feel anxious. So I ask myself, where is my faith? Is it in having a stable job, in a fixed income, in my own abilities? Where have I really placed my trust? Then Psalm 46, 1-3 comes to mind. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in times of trouble. These words were written by David, a man who lost children, who was persecuted by someone he once considered a father, who was rejected by his own family. And yet he could speak with confidence and say that God was his refuge and his strength. Maybe that is why God said that David was a man after his own heart. I don't know if there is anything more beautiful than that. True faith is not formed when everything is going well, but in hardship. Consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds, because faith needs to be tested, trained, and strengthened. When there is no faith, our focus is on what is wrong, on complaining, on how big our problems seem. We underestimate what God has already done in us, and we fail to understand what has already been given to us. Faith breaks fear. Those who have faith can conquer their promised land. Maybe some blessings were not lost because we lacked ability, but because we were afraid. And even though Isaac Newton described gravity as the hand of God holding his creation together, I believe something even deeper. God does not only sustain the universe, he also sustains our lives, even when the future feels uncertain.